Hello everyone. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you clicking on this video. I am going to get right into it. It's going to be a short review because I am doing this literally a few minutes before I have to head out of the house. So it's going to be short and sweet. This book is called You Should Sit Down for This, a memoir about life, wine, and cookies by Tamera Mowry Housley. And this is the cover of the book. I love the pinkish purple. I love it, love it, love it. However, I'm not really feeling the outfit. It kind of gives off pajamas. I don't know. But she is very beautiful nonetheless. Okay, so let's jump right on into this goodness. There is a long waiting list for this book at my library, so that is one reason I need to hurry up and do this review so I can get it back to the library today. And I kind of think you know why the list is so long. People are probably wanting to know if Tamara talks about her sister Tia in the book, because as of recently there has been some juiciness pertaining to Tia and her husband. I do believe she filed for divorce. I don't know if it's final. I don't know any of the details, but I am pretty sure people are wanting to get their hands on Tamara's book to see if she divulges anything about what might be going on with her sister. And wow, you're just gonna have to read the book to find out, okay? I am not gonna tell you. I will say this is not what I would consider a tell-all book, okay? I mean, come on. Tamara is really not that way. If you've followed her or know even a little bit about her, she's not really the spill of the beans type of person per se. Tamara does relay events in her life with the most positive of spins, okay? She talks about her time as a tween actress and her adolescent years. She touches on her dating life before she married Adam. Tamara tells us about what she has encountered as a famous person and how comments and accusations have affected her over the years. She talks about industry rejection. She revealed the strain she felt while being on the show The Real. She gives a flash peek at her intimate life. I mean, this is a memoir, so she gave us a little something to get to know her as a person and not just as a famous object you see on TV. Tamara frames this book as kind of like a sit-down kiki with the friends over cookies, wine, tea, and other goodies. Now, something that would have brought an added layer to the book would have been recipes. If she included some recipes in this book, I think that would have been a very nice touch. I do know she has on social media, she does I guess you could say cooking show segments. So it's not like she couldn't have kind of threw that in there for us just a little bit, but maybe next time. This book does give you her experiences with life, love, loss, family, and career. I will say it further shows her values and personality, which is pretty much what we've already seen. I do feel the book held back. Well, of course I do. I mean, it holds back, obviously. However, if you didn't know her after reading this book, you will know her a little bit. But she still is a little reserved in her relaying of her life and things that have occurred. She just kind of gives you that feel of, there's some juiciness, but she's not gonna give it all to you. So I feel in that respect that she held back. You will see that she is a private person and does her best to put a positive spin on life and the events that have occurred within it. I respect the fact that she didn't give like salacious tea. I respect the fact that she didn't give tea that would cause someone else harm or unnecessary distress for the sake of just making a salacious book. But it really wasn't that juicy. It gave you enough, like I said, to kind of get to know her. But she definitely is not compromising on her moral compass at all, and for that she is to be respected. One phrase that she uses that I loved and tweaked my perspective is purpose partner. She calls her husband her purpose partner. Her sentiments on this makes me think and say, yeah. There are a lot of reasons one gets into a relationship or a marriage, and this is just one way of thinking about it. And yes, you will have to read the book to find out Tamara's commentary on her dating life and how she and Adam got together. Another click moment for me was when Tamara talked about the negative commentary from viewers. I know when I started doing these book reviews, of course it's online, it's for everybody to see, everybody's going to critique and pick you apart, and I haven't had that yet, which I truly appreciate. I'm human just like everybody else. I have feelings just like everybody else, and so does Tamara. So these negative Nancy pick you apart comments are hurtful. And after having a conversation with one of her friends, she came to realize that if someone decides she doesn't meet their expectations of who, and I added how, she should be, she doesn't have to agree with them. And I say I don't subscribe to their message or agenda. We have to stop giving other people so much power over our thinking, our behaviors, perspectives of ourselves, and our feelings. Especially people off the internet that don't know us intimately and personally. They only see what is being projected, and sometimes those things are not being projected from us, it's being projected from other people. So you do have to take that into consideration. So she kind of commented on something that happened to her, and yes, you will have to read the book to find out what happened to her and what effect it had on her. I believe that if someone is looking hard enough, they will find fault in all that you are, do, and say. Some people are just unhappy people, and they vomit that onto others. Which is their problem, not yours, because you will not please everybody. Just take what you want or need from what is being said, and then just throw the rest away. Contrary to current popular belief, not everyone should have a say in who you are as a person or what you do with your life. Another thing Tamara talked about was fake dates, and she put a little A word in between the fake and dates. I try to keep my reviews PG here. Um, One thing I say is that you present your representative on dates, meaning you try to look and act your best. You want to put your best foot forward, but some go to the extreme of falsifying who they are as a person. And well, Tamara got tired of that and wanted to be her authentic self, um, which I think is great because at the end of the day, if the dates evolve to a relationship for any length of time, eventually they will see the real you and you will see the real them. So oftentimes when we feel bamboozled, gypped, or conned because the person is not who they presented themselves to be, the representative goes away after a while, and then you are faced with the truth, which often leads to breakups that shouldn't have begun in the first place. So Tamara touches a little bit on that. There are some Tamara-isms in the book that are short but powerful. One is, only you can define who you are. And another is, you need to look where you want to go. So yes, you will have to read the book to find out why those Tamara-isms were said. Sidebar, I remember Tamara and her sister Tia had a reality show way back in the beginning of reality shows. And it was on for a hot second, and watching that show, you could see the difference in the sisters. And Tamara was the more kind, sweet, sensitive sister, and Tia was the hot, spicy, saucy tamale, okay? So you could see the difference in them. They look alike. Obviously, they're twins, but their behaviors and mannerisms and just, you could tell they are opposites. And they had some disagreements, but they didn't get too crazy like they do nowadays on these shows. We've also seen them in Twitch's movie, back in the day on Sister Sister with Roger. Tamara has been in Hallmark movies, which she tells us a touching story in the book of how that came to be. This is a PG girl talk time with Tamara, really. I enjoyed the flow of the book and how it was laid out. I definitely read the book with her voice in my head, okay? This is a book that really her children could read in later years and be proud of their mom. She definitely wrote this book in a respectful and tasteful way. There are no discussion questions in the book. You could basically take a deeper dive into the different areas of life Tamara talks about in the book. Obviously the topic of dating, do's, don'ts, what you like, what you don't like, where are you finding your men at? Love, marriage, loss. There was a death mentioned in the book, and career. She's had to work hard for her career that she has cultivated. So just taking a deeper dive into those topics could bring about some additional discussion. I would say the only trigger that I kind of really found in the book was when she talked about the loss of a loved one. But other than that, the topics themselves, I mean, I guess if you disagree or, and I guess that could be touchy, but I don't really see it. I would have liked to get a deeper dive on Tamara. I felt the book was pretty surface level for the most part, and it's probably stuff that you've kind of already heard over the years. but it's just, I guess, in a condensed version, one-stop shop. I mean, she gives us her thoughts and feelings, which you may have heard already. Obviously, on The Real, I believe she's talked about some things on there. Obviously, her social media presence, you probably heard of things on there, because I do believe there's some videos with her and her husband, and like I said before, she has the little cooking segments. So, I mean, you might kind of already know some of this stuff, but it was an interesting, nice palette cleanser. Like I said, she did it respectfully, tastefully. It really wasn't. It's not a gossip session. Okay, it's not a gossip session at all. So I believe she stayed true to who she is, which is wonderful. I did give it an 8.5 out of 10. So if you've read the book, let me know your thoughts. I'd like to know how you felt about this book. And if you are on this long waiting list for the book, after you actually get it and read it, tell me if it was worth the wait. Okay, tell me if it was worth the wait. I didn't have to wait for the book. When I requested it, I got it. So I didn't have a wait time, but everybody else behind me is having a wait time because I haven't returned it yet, which I am going to do today. I am sorry for all of those people at my Lego library that I have held up your reading experience. If you haven't read the book, read it. It could be a great literary palate cleanser. Let you know a little bit about Tamera and where she's coming from in her life. And it can generate some positive vibes for you. But that is all I have about the book. So thank you again for tuning in. Go ahead and click that subscribe, like, and share buttons, okay? If you leave comments, I will get to those and respond. And as always, keep turning the pages, my book lovers!